You know, I've been sizing up guys since I came to WCW.
You know, I've always been a jam-up guy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Jam Up Guys. I'm here with Tall Rick and Cody, and Regular Rick is with us. How nice of him to join us. I got to stop making fun of him.
Regular Rick. Damn, that's pretty harsh.
Yeah, Tall Rick.
He didn't like Small Rick.
No, of course I wouldn't like that. Why would I like that?
I'm a big boy.
Right. Fucking grown ass adult, kind of.
And Rick A, I don't know. But what I do know is that we're going to be talking about how we would book the return of Randy Orton. And I also know that on another episode we did something with a countdown. And so I've been fiddling. And Rick is back, but I'm still controlling the show, gosh darn it. So we're doing Jam Up Guys Tournament Edition. So basically, I don't know the rules. I didn't make up any, but they're going to book how they would return Randy Orton, and maybe I'm going to ref this. I don't know, but
that's the spirit.
Yeah, I mean we make it up as we go, but.
And now everyone knows that.
Including the outro, yes.
Including the outro, guys.
And the intro.
All right. Who's going first?
You said you were taking over the show, Cam.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah,
help
let's
us.
do the camera show.
Rock,
We're
paper,
the cam up
scissors,
guys
sport.
now.
No. Well, Cody's the nicest guy. I'm going to let Cody go first.
Okay.
All right.
I guess start the clock. Where's the clock? Oh, here it comes.
Oh, there it is. It's tournament edition.
Okay, so here's what I would do. So we got Bray Wyatt. He just recently started. The question is he going against Cody Rhodes? Is he coming after him? What if a guy comes out with a mask? We go old Vince McMahon and the old Ministry rips off the mask. It's Randy Orton, and he's not here to make friends. He's here to win titles. And he is back. He enters into a Royal Rumble or a King of the Ring or something. And from there, he becomes a big problem for the bloodline as the one guy that could beat anyone in WWE, just like Roman.
No, that's.
Man.
And that's
Well,
Cody.
no, I'm like, I'm like, I can't stop because what is it? The trouble I was having last time with the timer, and then Rick just like ran for like 5 minutes. He went Broadway.
Well, when the timer's off, so is Rick.
Yeah, I didn't hear no bell.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
Don't try to tie me down with your rules.
Exactly. Clocks.
But yeah, that's how I would. I haven't watched WWE in a while, but that's what I came up with. Just now. I love Randy Orton. I'd love to see him in the title picture. I think he's better chasing it than getting it, so he might just join LA Knight and Cody Rhodes and that little group they got going on of guys that like you thought were gonna win, but Randy Orton is I think he's the guy that would be a believable taker of Roman's title.
All right, regular size Rick, go.
Oh, shit. Okay. I would take a dramatically different approach to Randy Orton's booking. How I would book him returning would be, you saw him as the legend killer. You saw Randy Orton on Twitter. I'd bring him to motherfucking NXT and I'd have him kill every up-and-coming superstar before they can become a superstar. I'd have him hold that motherfucking NXT championship hostage for like a year or two until he wants to retire, and then you can finally have someone like a Braun Breaker or whoever the next guy is retire him after a 2-year reign.
I like how he saw the clock was running down and then he got that last sentence.
Every second, kid. Make every second count. No.
Yeah, that was good.
And that's what I would do.
Yeah, I like that. Especially he's like I went from the legend killer to now I'm the rookie retirer.
Basically,
A rookie stomper.
if you saw his old Twitter and how he fucking kind of hated all the flippy bullshit and everything and would like shut people down like that, like
Slapping good time, I think is the code of his.
Let's see him do it for real.
Yeah.
But like do it as fucking Randy Orton, like the guy who was like the youngest WWE champion, the guy who was the fucking legend killer. Like, let's see Orton just ruin these people. And I'm saying, like, run through them like a fucking flu and, like, hold that belt hostage in NXT.
That could be badass. Look at Vince.
Oh, shoot.
My turn's over.
Yeah, it is. No, that's not the problem. I was so enthralled, I forgot to reset the clock.
I was like, if you don't have a clock, I will keep talking. You've met me.
Well, there are no rules, so other than we're like AEW, we establish rules and then we throw them out. All right, Tall Rick.
So I say you bring back Randy Orton, but he doesn't like need an angle. He doesn't need anything. He just runs in and RKOs people. Everyone that has a belt, everyone that doesn't have a belt, he just causes as much pandemonium and chaos as possible until they settle on, finally he pisses somebody off enough to like challenge him. Like you have Jey Uso versus Roman at SummerSlam. Jey's just about to win. Up RKO out of nowhere. And then Roman's like, and then up RKO out of nowhere. Just RKOs everybody all the time. You never know when it's going to happen. You bring back that mystique that Randy Orton had.
I like this timer because you guys are really trying to like get it in on time.
Yeah. Right at the buzzer.
Unlike Dynamite, we respect countdowns.
Right, and then after the count, then we give our feedback, and then he can keep going.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's post-match. It's fine.
Yeah. And
God, that's a really good one. So at one point, Kevin Owens was doing that. Like, I don't know, it was kind of a while back, but Kevin Owens was just running out, beating the crap out of somebody.
Right.
And it was always a face. And, it was always a heel. But I always thought, like, man, what if they kept that going and then he came out and, like, attacked a face? So just any face, doesn't matter who, just to make you think, man, what side is this guy on?
Right, but I mean, it doesn't even have to be like a wrestler. Like, just have him hit the ref. Just make him do a ref bump in the middle of somebody else's match.
Yeah.
Just make him
why is he doing this, and when will he strike again? Kind of thing.
Right.
Then you could do that really dramatic thing where it's like, you see someone walking in the back and then they turn a corner and there's just a chest in front of them and they look up and it's Randy Orton RKO and then he's just gone.
Right.
Oh man, that'd be great.
I'd watch that. I mean, I'd watch mine more because I came up with it, but I'd still watch that.
I think both are great.
I like regular Rick's idea too. That was kind of along what I would normally do, but I wouldn't keep him down in NXT. I just have him hit every NXT call up. Like their first match would be against Randy Orton.
See, I thought of that, but then Randy would just like end up getting beat probably a lot.
But I mean, at least it would be like competitive,
Yeah.
It would at least give shine to the new guys on his way out.
Mm-hmm.
And like the other thing too is he matches up to your point, Cody. He matches up really well against Cody too because they're both second generation. I mean, because you had Cowboy Bob and you had Dusty, like that writes itself.
And I'm kind of showing my age with that the twist, of like him revealing the mask. But like say like, what if they just did a count? Like they could also do like a countdown thing. Would be cool if they just wanted to do a blow off. where when Jericho very first came into WWE, and there was just that countdown, that Y2J countdown, and he didn't even say Y2J; it was just a countdown for months. And
Right.
then there he was. Like they didn't really even talk about what was going on. But yeah, to your point, Rick, but just like start out with them getting RKO'd out of nowhere. Start out with just people being found, like just all beat up, like no one plays claim to it, and they're just like, oh, what happened to that guy? And then it starts interfering with matches. Like Cody comes out there, he's gonna have a match with R-Truth, and then they find R-Truth just beat up in the back. And then later, just all of a sudden, is he the one that's been doing it? He runs out and, just RKO somebody. And is he the one? Is it Randy? Has it been Randy all along?
It's like, clearly it has. Look at him. He keeps doing
Hold
it.
up.
Fucking Jesus. Of course it is. Who else would do it?
I mean, the most dangerous place in professional wrestling is the NXT parking lot by far.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. AEW parking lots rivaling that. When Hook was
it's
having
getting
trouble
close.
every
The
week.
NXT backstage area and the AEW parking lot at Daly's place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I just know if I was female in AEW, the last thing I'd want to do is cut a promo in the back because I'm going to get jumped.
Yeah. True story.
Well, Tall Rick stole my answer, but I guess I still have to do something.
I stole it.
Right, like I wasn't even gonna need all 30 seconds.
Once again, I eat Cameron's lunch.
Yeah,
Take
Tall
that,
Rick
Cameron's lunch.
That's his thing. He gets my answer. I was just gonna be like RKO, but all right, let me figure out something. Okay, so I guess I would bring him back. I would have him. Fuck, I can't do this. Shit. Survivor Series, where they do that whole everybody's champion goes against everybody's other champion. So just have Seth Rollins, whoever their third world champion holder is, just like gets constantly beat on by I guess Solo Sikoa, and then eventually, like after about a month or so of that, just all of a sudden Rollins is like, oh, what am I going to do? And then just Randy comes back, and then they tag team, and now I'm out of fucking time. Thanks for taking my answer, Rick.
Did you see him taking your answer? Did you see that coming?
I mean, by going last, that's pretty much what you open yourself up to.
Yeah. But if you didn't see it coming, then it happened.
You go last in a rap battle. You never go last. Jam up, guys.
Tournament Edition is your show, by the way. So don't give us that shit.
Well, all right. So we all booked. I mean, all right. Feedback and criticism on my bullshit on the fly.
I mean, I pay money to see Rollins and the RKO machine as a tag team. I mean, they'd be automatically over.
Right,
That'd
because
be a
I
damn
feel
good
like
tag team.
because when they bring people back, I mean, Vince would either bring Randy back and then it'll be like in a match where Matt Riddle is in it, and then he'll probably just turn on Riddle right then, or they'll be together for like 3 weeks, and then they'll like. There's usually only maybe 5 ways that returns in WWE go. So since we already did the RKOs out of nowhere and have him in NXT and all that, to just have him just come back, and I guess if they had a full-time-ish male legend, I would maybe do that. But since I guess Rollins is their champion and that's who they would have at that Survivor Series pay-per-view, so it would just be Roman and Solo versus Rollins and Orton. And I think that would be a pretty decent main event, especially because to have Randy do the return RKO out of nowhere and then would have the title match versus Reigns, he's going to lose. So at least if it's a title match, he can win.
Reasonable.
Or he could, he can have Solo take the pin, or he could pin Roman and then just like, well, he didn't lose the title. But, if they're still protecting Roman not being pinned, then maybe not, but something different.
Not only that, but like Rollins got the best RKO of all time too, so they could really get a lot more footage out of that, which I don't think they use enough.
Or that too. So I guess after the match, maybe Rollins curb stomps him and be like, "I never forgot about that."
Right.
Then that way, Randy doesn't even have to keep going with Reigns after they do that Money pay-per-view match or whatever.
Yeah.
Can I add to mine? I just thought of a really good idea. Oh shit. Okay, well I guess so. Okay, so hear me out. So okay. Oh fuck.
And another clock.
No,
oh shit. All right. So Orton's got the title.
I'm just
holding it
kidding. You don't
hostage.
have a clock.
Now you have. So no. Put the clock back. It's fine. I can go.
He's
I can
doing
go.
something.
It's better
He's
this way. Otherwise, I'll be here all night, and we gotta get rolling. All right. Oh, I'll take the 30 now. Okay. Orton's got the title, holding it hostage. So you got whoever the four main guys are. So as of right now, picture it's like Ilya and Braun Breaker and fucking Wesley and insert fourth guy here, right? They're all fighting for that title. So it crescendos in a War Games match with Orton. He brings in John Cena and Shelton Benjamin, and it's supposed to be Batista. It is not Batista. It's fucking Brock Lesnar because they're all OVW guys, and they destroy these kids. And that makes it even worse, and he gets even more fucking heat. And when he loses it, whoever that person is,
Another 30 seconds.
is royalty. I went over the 30.
Yeah, I don't know why he insisted on the clock and then he went over it.
It's called bravado. It's showmanship. I don't fucking know.
I could see on Ham's one, like, what if Rollins was like did a tag team thing with Riddle for a while, and you think they're getting along, you think they're doing great, then say Seth Rollins just starts acting weird at one point. You see, like you just see him kind of around the corner on the phone. You know, and he does like wait, you're coming back and you want to do what? Really? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's do it. And then he gets off the phone and then he's just bewildered. So it's like, and then he keeps like looking over at Riddle every time they have a match, but he's kind of looking at him with a different eye. And then one night, you know, it's like, what is going on in Seth Rollins' head? Who made that phone call? And then one night, like after a match, Orton comes out, bam, hits Riddle with an RKO, and Rollins gives him a big hug. And he was just getting rid of Riddle because he wanted to go after Solo and Roman, and he knew he had a shot with Orton, and he didn't have a shot with Riddle. And then they lose that match, and Orton is like, I'm just going to do it myself, and turns on Seth.
I'd watch that too.
And then he proceeds to start attacking everyone backstage, like all four of our things. Just
all of that happens.
Then everyone gets pagers again, and he starts paging them.
All four answers
Exactly.
combine a whole year's worth of coherent booking.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, that leads to so he holds the NXT title hostage. He gets his other shots, and he's like randomly RKOing people, which is going to eventually lead to his retirement match against Triple H. Because I think that's where his story should end.
With Ric Flair as the ref.
Right. Like it should be like an evolution, like retirement match, because that's always been he's gonna retire against one of two people, John Cena or Triple H, because those are like the two biggest chapters in his whole story.
He likes derailing WWE programming, but he wants to hold NXT hostage.
Right.
And it's all just to get to Triple H.
Right.
Yeah, because it is. But I know nobody stays retired. But isn't Triple H like done because of like his heart?
So was Bret Hart, but he came back for one.
Okay, fair enough. No,
I
know nobody stays gone, but I thought he was like.
But like Kim, you could actually use that in the booking. You could be like he could be like, you know, I want Triple H at some point, and H is like, no, I can't because of my heart. You have Michael step in, and he beats Michael so bad at like one of the big four that at that point Triple H has to now step into to not only protect his company but to defend his best friend, and that adds like another level to like that whole.
And I know Triple H always has to be booked strong, but like all the rest spots could be like him, like kind of like catching his breath. They could be big move and then catch your breath, and it's like people would understand that he needs to like take some reps there and like take some breathers. And he would, and Triple H for the first time in a while, he would have that underdog like does the old time
Right.
still have it kind of thing.
Right, he'd be fighting from under, which is a rarity.
Yeah, and someone has to stop, and it has to be me, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like not only that, but you could have a whole bunch of run-ins in that match too, because if Orton's building up all this heat with all these NXT guys, I mean, you know, you could have Braun Breaker run in and give him like a massive clothesline at one point, you know, just to kind of even the odds out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess.
Damn.
That's the best thing. I guess that's the
I
best
really want to watch that.
Yeah.
Damn it! I wish that was happening.
We just Voltron that together.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that in 2K23. Fuck it.
All right. Well, that's that. Make sure that he does the punt, right? Punt kick that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I thought it was like they think I'm gonna say RKO. No, punt kick it from. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment. How would you book Randy Orton's return?
And blows an outro.
You son of a.
Doesn't feel good, does it? Having someone walk over your goddamn outro. Thanks, Tall Rick.
No, I just was like, oh, we're finally gonna get one in one try, but I guess not.
Never. Never.
It's our thing now.
Yep. Kick the like button in the dick. What's it called? A low blow. Use the brass knucks on the subscribe button.
The knucks.
Do all the things. Thank you for your support to the couple dozen of folks who are watching our particular brand of bullshit. We respect all of you, and thank you very much. The support really does mean a lot to us.
Thanks, Mom.
I know, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to literally all our moms and family members, because that's where we're at right now. But fuck it, Tournament Edition's dope. We're gonna do more of these. We should probably end this.
Feel the power of love.